What if I told you that the version of you who's wealthy, powerful, and deeply spiritual isn't a contradiction, it's the sunnah? You've probably heard that money is dangerous, that being a spiritual woman means staying away from dunya, that it's better to live small, quiet, and hidden. But what if I told you that wealth is a form of rizq, and that when approached with the right heart, it becomes one of the most powerful tools of worship? This is not just about money. It's about identity, legacy, and unlocking the divine role of abundance in your life. This isn't just a video. This is a wake-up call to every Muslimah who is taught to dream small. Stay with me till the end because this might just change the way you see money and your mission forever. Okay, so let's start with what is rizq. In Islam, rizq is often translated as provision, but it's so much more than income or a paycheck. Rizq includes everything Allah has written for you: your health, your breath, your friendships, your sleep, your peace of mind, and yes, your wealth too. You waking up today is rizq. You being able to smile despite what you're going through is rizq. And every time something enters your life without you even asking for it, that's Allah sending you what was always yours. So when we say wealth in Islam, we're not just talking about how much money you earn. We're talking about the holistic barakah that touches every corner of your life, the unseen blessings that multiply behind the scenes. The truth is, every soul already has their rizq written, but what we do with it, that's the test. Let's talk about the misunderstanding of wealth in the Ummah. Somewhere in our collective memory, a dangerous idea crept in, that being poor is pious. That asking for more means you love the dunya too much. That having goals and ambition means you're less spiritual. But the Prophet, peace be upon him, didn't teach that. He taught balance. He asked for al-kafaf, sufficiency. Not luxury, but not starvation either. He loved those who gave in the way of Allah, not because they were wealthy, but because they used their wealth in the right way. He never shamed those who worked hard or became successful. In fact, he celebrated them when they used their gifts to uplift others. Islam is not about glorifying poverty. It's about guarding the heart from greed, while allowing the hands to build, earn, and give. Let me tell you, wealth in the hands of the righteous is power. When good people have money, lives change. You, as a Muslim woman, have the potential to fund education, build wells, support shelters, uplift single mothers, and spread Islamic content around the globe. All of that takes resources. So what happens when only the wrong people have wealth? Power becomes abuse. Faith-based causes get silenced. That's why Islam teaches us that wealth is not the problem. The heart behind it is. When you align your earnings with your intention, wealth becomes worship. Your business becomes sadaqah. Your investments become legacy. So don't fear abundance. Fear what happens when the Ummah stops striving for it. Who were the wealthy Muslims in the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him? Let's rewind and look at our role models. Khadija, a woman of dignity, wealth, and deep faith. She was not just the wife of the Prophet, peace be upon him. She was the first believer, the financier of Islam, the woman who gave everything and earned it all herself. Abdur Rahman ibn Auf, one of the wealthiest companions. He gave so much that people said, he walks on the earth, but his heart is in the heavens. Uthman ibn Affan, who bought a well for the people, gave caravans of goods in charity, and still lived modestly. Islam never demonized wealth. These were the people closest to the Prophet, and they were financially blessed because they gave from it freely. Finally, here's what it all comes down to. Your wealth, your skills, your rizq, they're not random blessings. They're trusts from Allah. And like every trust, you'll be asked, what did you do with it? Did you hoard it or help with it? Did you chase it selfishly or use it to serve? You don't need to fear wealth. You need to fear misuse. You need to fear being ungrateful. And most importantly, you need to remember that when you use it with taqwa, wealth becomes a bridge to Jannah. If this message touched your heart, don't stop here. This is just part one of a deeper journey into how Islam views wealth. Follow us on Pinterest at Halal and Chic, where we post faith-aligned money tips, do reminders for Rizq, and real, practical steps to building your halal income. Your Rizq is written. Now it's time to claim it, the halal way. You're halal and chic, and you were born to build.